Like right now, I want Titans, please. No, Titans or ships, like Sack Flight.
Probably, if we could, if it was possible, if I could wish for it, working fire teams again.
Five new maps. Five. Now that sounds like an odd number, but I feel like five is a good number because there's plenty of variety in environments. Like ideally, all five of these locations would be different. It gives a lot of leg room for when we need extra time to actually do some other dev work.
Vehicles.
Dynamic Skybox. Basically, Dynamic Skybox is a skybox that actually has a sun and it rotates with daytime and nighttime along with random weather. So you're in an operation, it's been like 20, 30 minutes, and then, it's raining now. What are you going to do? I think that would be really cool.
Proper physicalized stuff. Physics, I guess. I just think we need to actually be able to sit in a Titan's cockpit.
Ancillary 2.0. Between you and me, it's gonna be so fucking good. Don't put that in the video. You can just put the Ancillary 2.0.
At least 5 of those.
Yeah, just snap, boom, everyone's fucked.
It's great.
The smart answer would be like good hit registration and health tracking and stuff like that. But the real answer is although technically not from the Titanfall games, if we could have destructible environments, I think that'd be really sick. Like super good for immersion, stuff like that. It would make tactics really unpredictable.
I used to be the flight instructor back in the Advocate, and I taught a lot of people how to fly them. And that's why you'll see a couple of people here and there that have experience with that. But we never really got to do anything in an operation with them. And so I really hope that with doing this, we get to bring that back and hopefully do something cool for you guys.
I got recruited back in 21 in the PUG actually the Advocate was doing a recruitment run in there, which led to me being brought into the very first jump brief world that was made for the Advocate. So I got recruited, and then I kind of just stuck around for all these years.
It's a horrible tale, but it started in the LPD. Lasted 6 months because I got my rank denied. Left. I didn't go back to any roleplay for about a year. And then Rhythmic. I went to VRCon because I saw him there. Some of the operations team members might remember the guy who walked up to the pile of specters and went clanker and then got beat to death. That was me. Enlisted, and I was class 40 in the Advocate. That's how I got into the Milsim community.
As you know, before Osiris, there's the Advocate, and that was the one and only Milsim group that I joined. It was more of like a shot in the dark that over time grew into something that I kind of grew attached to, and now like 3 years later, here I am still doing shit for this fucking group.
Go back 10 fucking years, playing Gmod, Star Wars RP, fucking whatever else RP. Kept playing it for a long ass time. Got into VR, wasn't into RP. Then continued on to play VR, stopped for a while, found the Advocate. I'm here now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I got a quest for Christmas in December 21, I believe. It's stuck underneath my fucking bed all year until July 21. And that's whenever I met these two goofballs, who I can't remember the name of now. I met them in a Black Cat, Jumbo and Gong. I didn't know what Milsim was. I dabbled in Airsoft. I dabbled in COD. And then these two idiots were like, hey, you want to do that but in VR? And then with Titanfall? And they kind of just wrapped me into it. They got me into Milsim, and then that turned into the Advocate, and now I'm here. I would have never thought I would be here.
So it started when I first played World of Tanks with my dad, and she let me operate the mouse and turret of the tank while he drove the hull. And I mean, ever since I was a kid, my parents both started teaching me military lingo. I actually learned the alphabet through the NATO alphabet. So, yeah, I guess that it started very early on for me.
This goes back all the way in like early high school airsofting. So I joined the 101st Airborne Division. It's a local thing I had in my town where these kids had these embroidered patches and everything, and I was essentially the medic for that team. He kind of showed up to a whole bunch of airsoft events or just casual little games where we played our hearts out being scared little 101st soldiers going into modern wars, and that shit was a blast. Ever since that, I've been jumping from airsoft games to, well, where I am now, to doing VRChat, Milsim, and whatnot.
So, when I first started college, I got into Dungeons and Dragons. That started kind of like my intro into role-playing. Eventually, that spanned into getting an invite in the North Star server towards the Advocate. And I was like, that looks pretty cool. I'll give it a shot. Hopped on VRChat for the first time, started RPing in Milsim for the first time, got hooked ever since.
So, I was born on December. No, I'm just kidding. So I guess it started. I was really into GTA RP. So I spent a lot of time following like streamers who played GTA and stuff like that. And I thought it was interesting how they kind of like pulled stuff out of nowhere to explain things like his game crashed. It was like, oh, he fell out the car and hit his head and he doesn't, whatever. So that was kind of what got me into RP. So fast forward, I started playing VRChat to find an RP group, actually. Like I had heard about it, and one day I found some people. Like I saw people RP. I was like, oh, people RP in this game. Yeah, the most common groups I came across were Milsim. My only Milsim groups have been Titanfall related. So I came across some people from the Advocate years ago in a Black Cat. And if you hear that world, you know which two people I came across. They were like, hey, I happened to be in a Titanfall avatar too. I didn't even know it was from Titanfall. It was a phase. And they're like, you play Titanfall? I was like, yeah, why are you asking that? Like, you're wearing a Titanfall avatar, buddy. And so I joined the Advocate, and that's been pretty much my main group.
So what made me get into Milsim/RP? I guess it was just a combination of me being a firearms nerd, and I like action stuff and being involved. A lot of it is just I like cool things. I like seeing cool things, cool people, and so I joined the Advocate, and that was my first real RP group. And I joined just because I had nothing else to do, and I stuck around, made my way up the ranks, and now, people that know me know my full story. I won't bore you with it, but I'm happy to be here, and I don't think there's really any other place that I would want to be at.
So I don't think it's coming back anytime soon unless we somehow we're averaging like 50 people in an event, which I would be fucking awesome. I think it would be really funny, but I'm not sure if that would happen.
Probably not in the near future, no.
Not in the way you're thinking. We decided the way they worked were not that well, and why they were made in the first place back in the Advocate was just for retention reasons, and it didn't work.
Squads, like fire teams? Oh shit. Maybe if they do come back, it'll be a little bit hectic. We should probably organize it better. In past groups, it wasn't really organized that well, which is kind of why it fell apart. But maybe.
I see a chance, however, I don't think at the moment that it's very likely. I don't really see the merits of having it come back.
As a pilot, I don't think you can really answer this question, but I will say I think it'll be a good thing for it to come back, because I saw a lot of, really just from what I saw, it's a good thing to add all together.
I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it as of recent, and I think they should come back. It'd be really cool to see again. Mainly like seeing like the lifelong friendships that we have seen in the past like pop up. I would like to see more of those at some point in time.
This would be a good one of the walk out the door questions. It's not though, so you're safe. No, probably not. What I suspect the question is asking is about the non-RP squads, because we already have RP squads. But the non-RP squads didn't work very well because people either there was no middle ground. People either didn't want anything to do with being in a squad, or they were way too into their squad and didn't want to do anything without them.
Nah. Nah.
Is that crazy? That sounds like crazy. I'm waiting for my my 3rd-year anniversary that I'm gonna take all the money we have saved up, then I'm gonna leave.
I have nothing else to do, and I love it here. The community's great. The people are awesome. The only downside for me is that I live on the other side of the world from 90% of the community.
Think of it like in the perspective of like any other job, any other community, right? It really doesn't matter what work you're putting into, whether you hate it or love it, but what's going to be the thing that keeps you is it's always going to be the people. So, and you know, I very much enjoy the team that I work with, and just getting to experience with everybody else in any kind of event.
Well, simply I work here, so I can't really leave. I don't have a house. My mother is dead in lore. My house was in Angelia, and I'm not allowed back there. I'm a fugitive.
Why do I say, oh, fuck? I stay around because it's actually a depressing answer. Because, A, I really like you guys, and B, I don't think I could go anywhere else. And also, I think I have it pretty good here. I have a lot of people that I call my friends. I have a lot of people to hang out with. I have a lot of people to talk to. I don't think I could fit better in a group, and I really like you guys. This place is nice. I like it here, even though it sucks.
Well, technically, I'm not really around at the moment, kind of being stuck on a certain planet. Yeah, no, I just like it here. The Advocate actually made me get VR. I just like you guys. I like Titanfall. I like VR. I like you guys.
I don't know. The actual reason, though, is I have a lot of friends here and a lot of relationships. I like it here too much to leave, even if it does reek.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you later, man. Yeah, thanks for coming. Why do I stay around? Because I feel like I'm needed. The stuff that I make and the stuff that I do it's used by other people and it's enjoyed by other people, and that's why I make it and that's why I do it. And there's no other reason. If at any point my services are no longer needed, then I won't be here to provide them. That kind of sets a dark turn. It kind of sets a dark tone when you say it like that, but yeah, I stick around because I enjoy doing stuff. Like I enjoy putting stuff out that people are able to enjoy.
Why do I stick around? Because I get paid. And I get to do cool stuff. I mean, this is a dream job, really. No, but in all reality, I like the place, and I like the people here. And I've gotten to know a lot of really cool people, and to work with a lot of really talented people. And I look up to a lot of people. So I like being around this place. It's pretty cool.
Can I Google what that is? Hold on.
I haven't played Fear or know anything about it, so I don't think I can answer that, unfortunately.
I've never played Fear. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a really specific question for someone who... Why us three? Surely you pick someone you know has played the game. It's on my wish list, though, so if anybody wants to drop a gift... I'm just kidding. Don't gift me any games. I'll find you.
So this is me recording after all of the other interviews, and I've come to figure out that question is meant for everyone. You just happened to put in everyone's name, and the first three that came up was Sarge, Groove, and Friday. So I thought it was just for them. But this is for everyone. I personally have never played this, and I'm not going to go back and ask everyone else, because I'm sure a lot of them have not. But, you know, like Friday said, I mean, you know, if you want to drop me a gift, yeah, I won't say no.
What?
That's not real. I've never heard that before in my life.
So basically,
I refuse to comment on that.
To answer that question, let me just... Goodbye.
What? No.
You, box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Well, to answer your question, we would need more EU leadership to host those kind of events, right?
so let me look you straight in the face, all right? So basically, the answer is that next.
You see, I'm one of the goofballs that doesn't have a sleep schedule, so it really comes down to the event host. And for the people who don't have a sleep schedule, like myself or Ender, we could probably host one of those, or maybe Sarge if you get him to do anything. It could be a possibility. It just comes down to who's available to host that event. Also, just let us know. Just let us know.
The moment I get some free time, that's when Americans are going to suffer.
Yeah, no. Probably not. Good question, though. Sorry to hear that.
I'm there right now. We're going right now. No, the real answer is whenever I fix my 416.
We have things planned. We planned it from the beginning, but it's obviously going to take a long time to get to that point because obviously we're stuck on Harmony right now. You know, we don't got a lot of money. We're brand new. It's only been, 6 months since we fucking started as a PMC. We're still very broke. We don't have a lot of resources still.
Here's the thing. There are going to be two limiting factors here. One is the viscosity of ketchup compared to other liquids that you typically drink. And two is the dispensary method of ketchup, because we know ketchup comes in a squeeze bottle. So you're severely limited by whatever throughput the squeeze cap can take to get the ketchup out of the bottle. That's your first limit. Second limit, which is less of an issue, is ketchup is kind of thick, dude. It's like drinking pudding. Do you chew pudding? Because you don't have to. Do you chew applesauce?
The story is constantly developing. It's always going to be something new, even for us. So at the moment we're pushing towards that end goal. Just it might take a bit.
So as far as long-term goals go, really it's just keeping Titanfall alive, right? It's keeping that niche alive. So I mean, as far as working on operations, yeah, I would say it's like it's like an episodic type deal. You know, it has its moments. I have fun regardless.
So who sent this one? Because I want their name. I'm going to make sure to send them to the next closest
That's a good
volcano
question.
and their entire family. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, yes, we have certs planned. You literally have learned of one. It's a sniper cert. We have the Grenadier is going to take a while, but sniper cert is coming up next.
Okay, I want to give a real answer. I don't know. We kind of have a story in mind, but that story doesn't have an endpoint. And if I'm being honest, we're kind of making it up as we go, to where like it'll be interesting for you guys.
As far as I'm aware, there are no real end goals as far as the ODV is concerned. However, individual characters have individual motivations, such as myself.
This is going to be similar to one of our other pilots' answers. I believe it's more up to the individual to kind of have their own story rather than have a group motivation. It's more up to the individual.
We definitely have some stuff planned, so it's a bit episodic, but also we have some long-term goals. But definitely, make of it as you will. Make your character. Definitely, like, make your character, put effort into it, like, expand the lore of it, and just have fun with it. It's super, super fun to just kind of create something, especially with the people around you.
Ugh, this sounds like an OPSEC trap. I could say yes or no, but that would suck. Honestly, no. But it's not a bad thing. People might hear that and go, "Oh my, we have no goals. Our career is going nowhere." That's not a bad thing, because that means we can start with a unique idea and then fit a story to the idea. We don't have to start with a story and then build an operation to follow it, it's a much more liberating way of developing things, where you get to develop first and then explain later. So I will say that everybody knows our main goal. It's to blow up and then act like we don't know nobody. But yeah, that's literally it. That's the reason why we weren't built on any ties to specific factions or specific locations or anything like that, because our main goal is to blow up and see where it goes from there.
So no, I think even though we have a story sort of planned on where we want to go, I think a lot of this is more focused on the individual, personal characters and the relationships between everyone. I think that's a big part of our community, as well as the Frontwire channel is always full of people. But I think the overall goal is just to have people do cool things and have cool interactions between each other. And the story we've built so far is really just an excuse to have those things happen. Ugh. Leave! Stop bugging me! Get out of here!
Well, I always wanted to spread the love of Titanfall in VR as the original group was. So I just want to do Titanfall in VR, man.
Help where I can. It's basically my only goal here, and it's been my only goal since I joined the Advocate. To help where I can, help those who need help.
For me personally, it's just to continuously make stuff for the server, whether it's media related or art related, because that's kind of been my forte for the past couple months.
Me personally, still avatars. I'm the avatar dev. I'm just gonna do avatars. I'll try my best to increase the technical ability of each avatar. Maybe the Grenadiers. That's gonna be a hard system to figure out. That's gonna be, the biggest thing. Just make better avatars.
Mine's really lame. I just want to get to know people and have friends. I guess from an operation standpoint, get better at map creation. That's something I've always wanted to do.
So, just something I've been talking about with lore and operations. A certain Project Olympus. However, that will probably not be enacted for at least a few more months.
It's going to be a really simple answer, but I just hope to make it the best experience a lot of people can have. Titanfall in VR, baby.
Freedom. We've seen a lot of really, really cool stuff be posted in just the past 6 months. I want to keep that going. It's super cool, super cool to see, and so far, everyone loves to see all that kind of stuff. So, hell yeah. I would like to get at least grapple for pilot, but I would also like to see a breacher class for the rifleman.
I will say I have two. My shorter term top priority is I want to restore our level of technical adequacy that goes for mainly worlds and avatars. Because when we made this group, we lost the main source of all our worlds and avatars, and I don't think we're closer on the avatar side to getting back, but I don't think we've yet reached the level we were. So that's the short-term priority. The long-term priority is to pick up where we left off. So get back to the same level and then keep going. Keep stressing the limits of what we can do with the platform we're given and with the source material we're given. So that means expanding on the lore. That means introducing new avatar systems and new world systems. That means pumping out really good looking maps that run well and that people can run on all types of PC hardware. That's the long-term priority for me. And I would assume that a lot of people share in that same sentiment.
My top priority. Good question. I actually don't really know. I think I just really want to share the experience with other people and, build cool stuff and work with a cool team like I have been. So I don't really have a priority. There's stuff I would like to do, obviously, like the Goblin School and all that. But I think it's more of just enjoying the experience for me. I just like being here. What's up?
Well, I'd like to have the Titan certification. Devs. Devs, that'd be nice.
Well, we can't trust the fellows of explosives, so.
Titans! Titans! Titans!
What other ones are out there?
Titans! Titans! Titans!
I mean, Titans would be pretty fucking badass. I'll just.
So basically, the question is, Marksman. Duh. That's the next one that's coming up. I have to make an avatar for that. Duh. What the fuck
Wait,
do you think I'm
really?
gonna do? Listen here, buddy. Whoever asked this question, fuck you and your mother. I'm gonna kill all.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, can we get Titans? Can we get Titans? Hey.
I want the Spectres, and I advocate hard for it. But it's just we gotta fit them in somewhere. Right now they don't really fit. So
I think personally, it would either be pilot classes like a grapple or a pulse, or goblin pilots. Bring back pilots.
Well, if we're going on pilot certs, I would personally like the grapple, all the pilot certs to come out because we've been kind of rotting in the corner. If you want a rifleman cert to come out, I think having the goblin pilot cert come out first, something that can, loosen the gears up, or Samson certs, teach those fuckers how to drive again.
This also sounds like an OPSEC trap. I will answer this question with my own opinion, which does not reflect any of the plans or endeavors that are currently in the works, will ever be in the works, or are in the works in the near future. This has no correlation, but I personally would really like to see Spectres.
Which new certification? Yeah, probably just goblins. I think that's what we're mostly wanting. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for that too. So.
So basically, yes, we underwent mitosis. I mutated though.
Kaz and I, we live in the same state, and we do all of the same things, and we work on a lot of the same things. I think one could say we finish each other's
Hot dogs, because I really like hot dogs. They're pretty good.
So, big G2A5 fan, huh? I can't say I blame you for it. It's a cool rifle, but unfortunately it's starting to show its age. We got a couple in the bag for training purposes and for testing, but as far as service goes, don't count on it. Now as for the ammunition, that's kind of an interesting story. We actually got these as surplus, and the ammo is a lot easier to find than the newer issued rounds, and they're also easier to reload, easier to maintain. You know, they've been around for centuries at this point, and if it works, it works. I don't see why we should change it. And it's not like this thing's going into service anytime soon, so it doesn't really matter that much. How is it that difficult to remember? It's the same drink I order every fucking night. It's a McDonald's Sprite with no Donald. How difficult is that?
An amazing year. Well, it certainly has been a year for me. The beginning of the year was quite rough for me. My actual real-life dreams were shattered, and I've had to find something new to dedicate my life to. I'm not quite convinced I'm there yet, but being with you guys helped me a lot, definitely. It was an interesting year, but I'm glad we're still here.
Glad you could enjoy it with us. We hope to give you even better next year.
You're welcome.
You know what? Is the thank you, is it spelled Y-O-U or the letter U? Yeah, that doesn't narrow anything down. I just wanted to know. You're welcome.
Thank you. It's been a great time with all of y'all. Like, we greatly appreciate y'all for sticking around for that, 2-month period in between Advocate and the ODV. And we thank y'all so much for sticking around for the past 6 months.
Hey, buddy!
So smooth. Fucking...
Dude, where's Freddy, man? Oh, okay, I miss him. Wait, isn't he the guy I stomped? I mean, who got stomped? Benny got stomped? Oh, they all look the same.
I smell a rat. Oh, shit. Who the fuck? You getting this? Where are you? What do you mean, who am I? Can I help you? You're not. Look, we're filming my portion right now, man. Film it. I was gonna say out. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, let's go.
They're filming something, I think.
They're filming something?
Fucking dumbass. They can't even hear us, fucking dumbasses.
Which new certificate? Oh god. Well, now that I've heard that, maybe we need to have a spelling test to make sure you can actually spell.
Yeah, once I get off this chair, you're gonna look at my ass went off this chair. Don't talk to me, buddy. Fuck off.
Hey, no footage of what the pilot core does.
I just want to thank you for your time.
My arm fell asleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
Is your arm okay?
It's I'm stretching.
Yeah.
I've been oh, there we go. I'm done stretching. Can we do the whole thing over again?
Again, the whole thing?
Not the whole thing, but just questions. How many questions were there?
It was 10.
It's 8. We'll do questions 1 through 10.
Of course, yeah, of course. Get out.
Okay. This is my office.
Well, that one's mine right over there.
I'm not over there, buddy.
Well, I'm not over here either. Well, you're not over here either. You're just